Olá, criativos! Tudo bem? Como vocês podem ver, não sou a Karen. Hoje eu estou fazendo uma substituição especial porque a Karen está em um outro compromisso. Mas estamos aqui para conversar com o famoso Tom Vasel, diretamente do Doff. A entrevista vai ser conduzida em inglês e o nosso marido vai fazer os efeitos especiais para colocar uma legenda em português aqui embaixo, ok? So, switching to English.
I understood that. You said
Yeah,
you were
really?
speaking English, but you put Portuguese subtitles.
Perfect! Almost speaking Portuguese, right?
No, I just knew what you were saying.
Okay, so thank you for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you today. First, I would like to know Tom Vasel, not the YouTuber, not the podcaster or the board gamer, the real Tom Vasel behind this person. So, who is Tom Vasel?
No, okay, so I always tell people I have identities. So I am a Christian. Mm-hmm. I am a father. I have 7 children. Seven.
Whoa.
6 daughters and 1 son. And
You tried until you get this son.
Well, and I'm a husband of my wife, and now I'm a grandfather.
Oh, congratulations.
One of my daughters has that, and yeah, that's it. Board gamer, I don't have anything else. I am very busy.
Okay, great. So, how did you come up with the idea of starting a channel and a podcast about board games?
It just happened.
Yeah.
So, and I will, I played some games and I said, I must tell people about these games. So I wrote some reviews and people said, good job. And I was like, oh. And then I never stopped. And then one day I said, I heard about podcasts and I said, ooh, I love to talk. I like to talk better than writing. So I started a podcast. And then video came and I was like, ooh, that's easier than writing.
Right.
It is not. But so I just, each time I try something new, I always try something different.
Great.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not.
Yes. You know, now you are like famous in all world with this job and like a reference for board gamers. How do you feel about that? Did you know that this is going to happen in the future?
No, of course not. I mean, no one knows that in the future, but I don't even know if I want that. Yeah. I am glad. It is nice that people say, I love your show. I don't mind that. That is a good thing to hear. But I also like to, I'm just an ordinary person, but I like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, everyone says, be quiet. But now people listen.
Yes, and want to listen, right?
I'm just happy because sometimes people will email me and say, we now play games together as a family because of your channel. And then I'm like, okay, that is good, and I'm glad.
This was the primary objective, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And how do you find the games to talk about it? How do you search for the best games?
I just look at all the games.
Okay.
So I get a lot of games get sent to me, and I just look at them, I say, ooh, that looks fun, I play it. And then I go, it was fun, or, oh, it was not fun. But whatever it is, I mean, sometimes I look to see, but I read about board games every day. I read news, I study board games and look at them. I try to play the most popular games, but I also look for small games that nobody else talks about.
Yes.
So I always thought the Dice Town, I'm proud of that we talk about Scythe and Arc Nova, but we also talk about the little games. That's how I found Sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah. Because it was a small little game, Robin Hood. And I said, oh, this should be a bigger game.
And the first aspect you look in a board game is the team, the mechanic, or maybe the replayability. What do you first look?
I don't know. Probably the components.
The components,
because the rule book.
Rule book, yeah.
Is the rule book bad? I hate it. Yeah. Is the rule book good? Okay, that's a good start. But I don't care about any of that stuff. Is it fun? That's all that matters. Is it fun? You can say, well, a work of art. I don't care. Uh-huh. Is it fun?
Perfect.
People say, it's stupid. I'm like, yes, but is it fun? That's all that matters to me.
Great. And do we know that you are responsible for the dice quiz, right?
Well, you told me this, but yes.
Yes, and we are responsible for the Kriativos on board, so I have to ask you about board games in cruise ships, right? So the first question is, how this idea came up of building this event?
Well, my friend Jason said, we should do a board game cruise. And I said, no, I don't want to do a cruise. But then one day I had some extra money and I said, okay, I will try a cruise. We will take one board game. If we have any time, we'll play that game. So we went on a cruise and I said, we have so much time.
Yes.
We have time forever. So then I came back and I said, okay, we will do a board game cruise. Because a cruise was the most fun thing I've ever done. And it was so relaxing. Yeah. And so I said, if I mix that, my favorite vacation, with my favorite thing, board games, it's a good combo and it is fantastic.
And what's the biggest challenge of organizing this event?
Logistics, because working with the cruise ship, they have very strict rules. And so we have to make sure the games get on. And once we start, it's okay. But the preparation and also convincing people.
Convincing people.
Because a cruise is a very reasonable vacation, but people think it's expensive.
Yes.
But they don't realize once you get on a ship, you don't ever have to pay anything, ever. And just convincing people to go. Once they go, it's easy. They'll go again, every time.
And any tip for us on future events on the board? What to...
I think you don't want to grow too big.
Okay.
Because, yeah, bigger, you say, oh, we make more money, but if you are a good size, but everyone knows each other, and just have fun.
Okay.
Never let it get too serious.
And we are talking to our Nerd Kriativa followers. So please let a last message to our followers.
You should watch this channel every day. Also, if you like this channel, email them and tell them you like it, because that makes their lives so much better. Also email and say, I think the video work is great, because the people behind the cameras, no one ever says anything to them. So you tell them they're the best.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.